Most people who start medical coding in 2026 make one mistake that delays the career by months, sometimes even years. And trust me, I've seen this happen many times. They spend hours watching random YouTube videos, saving posts from social media, collecting notes from different websites. But they never follow a proper roadmap. And you know what? They get confused, they get frustrated, and information overloaded. Eventually, many give up even before getting their first job. Now, if you are watching this video and feeling a little lost already, don't worry. That's completely normal. Every successful medical coder started exactly where you are today. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the complete medical coding career roadmap for 2026, from absolute beginner all the way to becoming job ready. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'll share an industry secret that many freshers don't even know. But recruiters focus most of attention about the secret during the hiring times. And honestly, that one insight alone can save your months of frustration. So let's get started. Why medical coding is still a growing industry? Before we jump into the roadmap, let me explain something important. Medical coding continues to be one of the fastest growing healthcare careers. Hospitals need coders, insurance companies need coders, healthcare BPOs need coders, and even the revenue cycle management companies need coders. With healthcare documentation becoming increasing complex day by day, the demand for the skilled coders also continues to grow. But here's the interesting part. Still, there are opportunities always there. The only challenge is knowing how to prepare correctly. Most beginners don't know where to start. Should you learn the anatomy first? Or do you need CPC certification? Can freshers really get jobs? And how long does it take to become job ready? Which skills matter the most? Have you ever asked yourself any of these questions? If your answer is yes, you are in the right place. Because by the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap that removes confusion and gives you a practical path towards your future. The biggest mistakes beginners make. Before learning what to do, let's first discuss what not to do. Because I have noticed that most delays happen because of avoidable mistake. And mistake number one is probably the most common one. Mistake number one, starting with coding books immediately. Many beginners buy CPC books on the day one. Then they start memorizing codes, page after page, code after code. But they haven't learned medical terminology. They haven't learned anatomy. And they don't fully understand medical documentation. So naturally, everything feels difficult. Let me give you an example. I once spoke with a student who spent nearly 3 months trying to memorize the codes. But when I asked a simple anatomy question, he struggled to answer. The problem wasn't the intelligence, the problem was sequence. So always remember this: medical coding is not about memorization, it's about understanding the documentation. The correct approach is to build your foundation first. That's important, and it's really important. Mistake number two, learning random topics every day. Have you seen people doing this? They read Monday the anatomy videos. On Tuesday, they read interview questions. Wednesday, they read coding guidelines. Thursday, about the salary videos. Friday, the certification discussions. But There is no structure, there is no roadmap, there is no progress. And because of that, learning becomes slow and confusing. Think about this. Would you build the roof of a house before building a foundation? Of course not. Medical coding works exactly the same way. Mistake number three, focusing only on certification. Now, don't underestimate me. Certification is important, it's very important, but certification alone doesn't guarantee you a job. I have seen students with certification who are struggling in interviews, and I have also seen candidates with average scores performing surprisingly well. Why? Why this was happening? Because employers evaluate more than certification. They look at communication, your confidence, the professionalism, and your learning ability, and eventually the practical understanding of a topic. We will come back to this later because it connects directly to the industry secret I promised to you earlier. Mistake number four, comparing yourself to experienced coders. This one hurts a lot of freshers. They see professionals with 5 years of experience, 10 years of experience, advanced certification, and suddenly they started doubting themselves. Will I ever reach that level? Listen carefully. Every expert you admire today started as a beginner. Every single one. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to somebody else chapter 20. Focus only on your progress. Mistake number 5, waiting for the perfect time. This is a silent career killer. Some people spend months researching courses, institutes, certification, books, career option, but they never actually begin. And before they realize it, another 6 months have already been passed. So always remember this. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You simply need to start. The best time to begin is right now, the moment you are watching this video. Now, let's move into the actual roadmap. And this is where everything starts becoming clear. Step 1, understand what medical coding really is. Most beginners skip this step, and that's a mistake. Before learning anything else, understand what a medical coder actually does. Medical coders convert healthcare documentation into standardized codes, which are used for billing, insurance claims, compliance, reporting. Your job is not to diagnose patients. Your job is to interpret the documentation accurately and assign the correct codes. Spend a few days understanding how the healthcare revenue cycle works. Believe me, everything becomes easier once you understand the bigger picture. The action step which you have to do right now is watch an introductory medical coding videos and learn the complete workflow from patient visit to insurance claim submission. Most beginners don't realize this, but understanding the process first reduces confusion later. Step 2, learn medical terminology. Now we move to the language of healthcare. Medical terminology is your foundation. Without it, coding becomes extremely difficult. You need to understand the prefixes, suffixes, root words, diseases, procedures, abbreviations. For an example, if you know that cardio relates to the heart and itis means inflammation, you can instantly understand many medical terms. So it's simple, logical, and effective. An action step you have to do is spend 2 to 4 weeks building a strong terminology foundation. Don't rush into this stage. Strong coders are built at the terminology stage. Step number 3, learn anatomy and physiology. Now, here's where many students get stuck. And honestly, this is one of the most important steps. Anatomy teaches body structures, physiology teaches how those structures function. You don't need to become a doctor, but you must understand the major body systems. For an example, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, a digestive system, musculoskeletal system, a nervous and the endocrine systems. Let me give you a simple example. If a physician documents a fracture of a femur, you should immediately know that the femur is the right type. That's the level of understanding you need. I have seen many CPC aspirants struggle later because they rushed through the anatomy. Please don't make that mistake. So, action step is study one body system at a time. Take simple notes and focus on understanding rather than memorizing. Strong anatomy knowledge can save months of your frustration later. Step number 4, learn disease process and basic pathology. Once you understand how the body works, you need to understand what can go wrong with it. This means learning common diseases, symptoms, complications, and the treatments. Examples include diabetes, hypertension, asthma, pneumonia, coronary artery diseases. When you understand the diseases, physician documentation becomes much easier to interpret. So, the action step is create a disease notebook, write simple summarizes in your own words. This improves understanding dramatically. Step number 5, learn coding systems. Now, welcome to the coding world. This is the step many people are excited about. You'll focus on three major coding systems: ICD-10 for diagnosis, CPT for procedures and services, HCPCS level 2 for supplies, medication, and certain services. But wait, most beginners make another mistake here. They immediately try coding complex cases. Don't do that. First, understand the purpose and structure of each coding systems. Then begin practicing. Learning how to navigate coding books is often more valuable than memorizing codes. Almost nobody talks about this, but experienced coders know exactly how important it is. So, the action step is practice locating codes efficiently. Speed comes later. Accuracy should be the first important thing. Step number 6, study official coding guidelines. Now, this is where most coding accuracy is built. And trust me, many coding errors happen because people skip this step. Guidelines tell you when to assign codes, how to sequence condition, special coding situation, and documentation requirements. Think about guidelines as the rule book. Without the rule book, mistakes becomes unavoidable. So the action step is read a small section every day, then apply it to practice cases. Small daily progress creates huge long-term results. By the way, which action step are you currently struggling with? Step 2, step 3, or step 5? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely love to know where you are in your journey. Step number 7, prepare for CPC certification. For many beginners, CPC certification is the most recognized starting point. And if you are currently preparing for CPC, this section is especially important. Create a study schedule, practice coding scenarios, take mock exams, review your mistakes, improve speed, improve the accuracy, and always remember this. consistency beats intensity. Study 1 hour every day for several months. Studying 1 hour every day for several months is usually more effective than studying 10 hours once a week. So, I've seen this pattern repeatedly among successful students. So, the action step is create a weekly study plan, track your progress, and stay consistent. If you are finding value in this video, take a second to hit the like button. It helps more medical coding aspirants discover this content. Step number 8, build job readiness and start applying. Now we have reached the step that many freshers overlook, and unfortunately, this is where career often gets delayed. Technical knowledge alone isn't enough. You also need a professional resume, a strong LinkedIn profile, interview preparation, communication skills, and confidence. Start networking, follow healthcare companies, join coding communities, attend webinars, connect with professionals, and here's something important, apply before you feel completely ready. Many freshers wait too long and they miss opportunities because of it. So, the action step is create a target company list and begin applying consistently. Alright, let's talk about the secret I promised earlier. Many freshers believe companies only hire the certified candidates. And yes, certification definitely helps, but recruiters often pay attention to something else. It is called trainability. That's right, trainability. From my observations, companies want candidates who can learn quickly, communicate effectively, follow the instruction, adapt to feedback, and demonstrate strong fundamentals. I've seen candidates with average scores get selected because they demonstrated with confidence and professionalism. And I've seen candidates with strong theoretical knowledge struggle because they couldn't explain concepts clearly. Think about that. The difference wasn't intelligence, the difference was job readiness. So here's the secret, focus on becoming job ready, not just exam ready. This mindset alone can change your entire career trajectory. So, final thoughts about this video. Now imagine where you could be 6 months from today. You understand medical terminology, you know anatomy, you understand diseases, you have learned coding guidelines, you have prepared for certification, you have built a professional profile, and you are actively applying for jobs. That's how careers are built. One step, one skill, one day at a time. Not overnight, not through the shortcuts, but through consistent progress. And trust me, consistency always works. If you are feeling overwhelmed right now, don't be overwhelmed. You don't need to master everything today. Just start with one step, then move to the next step, and keep going. 6 months from now, you will either be closer to your first medical coding job or you will still be wondering where to start. The choice is yours. Now that you understand the complete medical coding career roadmap for the 2026, the next question becomes even more important. How much can medical coders actually earn and what factors influence the salary growth? We'll cover that in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to MedCode Academy. And before you leave, tell me in the comments which step are you currently working on. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep improving, and I'll see you in the next video.